Hello, America. This is Patricia America of Miss America Homes. And I just wanted to come in and just talk to you about 5 tips today on buying and selling a home and how to really position yourself and navigate through this very robust market. So I'm going to try to make this not so long, but it's going to be a very brief video. The first point, buyers, and I'm going to give you 5 points. When we go to look for a home, the first thing that you need to have is a pre-approval, which is a document. That is a document that gives us the parameters and the boundaries of what we can buy. It's so that we can make a very confident offer if we see a house that we like. It's very similar to a credit card. If you go shopping in a department store or online, if you know the limit of that credit card, you know that you can stay within the parameters and not go up to the register and they say, sorry, it's declined. That's like the worst thing in the world. Or just window shopping and not knowing what you can afford. So we need a pre-approval today to know what exactly you can afford. The other thing is that you need to do is to define your budget. When you define your budget, we want to make sure that you have a very comfortable monthly payment that you can pay. That would incorporate 4 elements. It's called PITI: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Now, I would definitely hook you up with a mortgage broker who would do a deep dive into your finances, looking at your pay stubs, your W-2s, looking at your FICO score. They will also they will do your debt to income ratio, which will show how much debt. If it's over 43%, that is not a good, healthy debt to income ratio, because most people's statistics show that if you're over 43%, most likely you're going to default on that loan. But if you're below, that's typically a healthy ratio, below 43 and below. The fourth tip is the must-haves. What are your must-haves? I always tell my clients to compile a list. On that list, your most important to the least important. So a high level must-have would be, do you want a single family house versus a 2-family house? Do you want a condo versus a co-op? Do you want 4 bedrooms versus 3 bedrooms? Those are high level must-haves. The low level must-haves are really things such as, oh, it's hardwood floors, but I really want carpet, or the walls are green and I really want beige walls. Those are the things that you can fix, and you should never let those low level must-haves be the deal breakers for a home. The other thing too is location, location, location. You've heard that a million times. Location. Know where you want to live. Do some research. It's always, you may want to live next to the water. You may want to be more inland. You may want a short commute to work. You may want to be close to public transportation. You may be looking for a certain school district because you're thinking about having kids down the road, or you may be concerned about crime stats. As a real estate professional, I can't ever speak to school districts, who lives there, crime stats. I can direct you to websites in which that you can find that information. It's all over the internet, or you can call a police department and find out the stats in that area. Those may be important to you only because you may be thinking about selling down the road, and these are things that, could affect your resale value. However, I am not able to speak to those things, but the information is readily available. And so that's the fourth thing: location, location, location. The fifth thing is find an amazing real estate agent who can guide you through this entire process. It could be very daunting, especially for first-time buyers who have never done this before. So you really need someone that's going to explain the entire process to you, that really would try to mitigate as much upfront so that we don't get it on the back end. Someone that will answer your questions, that communicate, that has time available for you, someone that has your best interests in mind. I am a certified buyer's representative, so I always think about my buyers and getting them the best price of home. I do analysis for them. So those are the types of things that you want when you're looking for a real estate agent. You really want someone that you can mesh well with, and you can ask a question a zillion times and they will answer it every time for you, or you can call them and they will be available. Now, sellers, there's some tips for you too. So I always say you don't have a second chance to make a first impression. So if we put pictures on the internet, we want to make sure that those pictures really present your house in the best possible light. So what my first tip for you is, if it's broken, fix it. So if you see that your house needs painting, please paint it. If there's a rip in the carpet, please replace it. You can't assume just because it's a seller's market right now that people are going to buy your house. Yes, it is a seller's market, but let's say that buyer sees another house that looks just like your house and it's in better shape. Guess what? They're gonna move from your house to that house because it may be move-in ready. It may be very little that they may have to do. So yes, if it's broken, fix it. The second thing is, make sure that your house is clean. I know these may sound like very, very simple things. However, they really do make all the difference in the world. If you see that that you need to dust it. Don't have a buyer come over to your house and there's dishes in the sink, or there's dirty laundry all over the place, or your bed is not made. That doesn't present well, because guess what? The buyer's going to be looking at those things and they're going to be commenting on the fact that the house is dirty and not looking at your beautiful home. The other thing is, get rid of the clutter. Clutter is distracting. For instance, if you have a zillion magnets in a refrigerator, get rid of it, because it's great for you because you know that these are significant because you've been to almost every country in the world, city. You may have a hobby and they're all on the refrigerator. However, those are intrinsic value to you. However, it's not to the buyer. So we want the buyer to see your refrigerator, your stainless steel, beautiful refrigerator, and not your magnets. If you have beautiful countertops that are granite or quartz or whatever material they are, but you have every single appliance on the countertop, they're never going to see the countertop. They're going to see all the things. So remember the purpose of why. The why is you want to sell your house and not have them look at your things. The fourth thing is stage your home. You want to stage your home, minimize. Don't have a zillion pictures all over the place of your family, because sometimes people may see your beautiful family and feel like they're displacing you from your house and they don't see themselves visually there. Minimize. Don't have pictures on every wall. We want them to see the house and not the things again. Also, stage. Put some beautiful flowers up or have it on the table, or a fresh bowl of fruit, or a nice candle someplace. Stage it. We want to present your house in the best possible manner. And the fifth step is the same as the buyer's fifth step, is get an amazing real estate agent who will just hold your hand from soup to nuts, that will have that eye, that distinctive eye, that's able to say, you know what, let's do this, let's do that. A person that will look at pre-approvals and vet them. Make sure that COVID forms are signed. Just a person that is there and has your best interest, and that's interested in getting you the highest and best price for your home. So America, if you have any questions about the buying and selling process, I would be happy to answer them. You can reach out to me. This is Patricia America at 631-484-0275, or go to my website, missamericahomes.com. I would be happy to help you navigate this market of buying and selling. Have an amazing day, America. I'll see you soon.